Tao. My name is Olsen. The GBH principal. I'm sorry. GBH principal named me. The Japanese name is Tadashi Dei. I'm from Saitama Prefecture near Tokyo. My assignment is at GBH, George P. Harris Elementary School. I have supported 4th, 5th, and 6th grader in math. Look at this picture. What do you see? How do you feel? A beautiful, confident smile. One day, 3 months after I started working at GBH, I was working on making 10 before my math class. When I went to the 4th grade classroom, as usual, this student was waiting for me in front of the classroom. And she said, I memorized all of making 10 last night, so I'd like to step forward and lead everyone. Is that okay? I immediately said, you can do it. Good try. She was able to make it through perfectly. Here is her smile. I've been in Palau for 3 months. I get such a beautiful smile. I feel like I came to Palau to see this smile. It made me very happy too. It's a smile of satisfaction that says learning is fun. Progress of past activities, 3 objectives. Number 1, improvement of basic academic skills. Number 2, classroom innovation and improvement, concrete manipulative activities. Number 3, mass meeting, shared understanding and empathy. Number 1, improvement of basic academic skill, making 10 and multiplication table. Making 10, all students were asked to work on making 10 together for 10 minutes before math class. At first, the teacher led the class, but instead of teacher, the student took turn stepping forward to lead. The student had a lot of fun working on it. We made many creative ways to making 10 fun to work with. The games were a favorite of all the students. Making 10 learning meaning, being able to make 10s quickly can dramatically improve their computational skills. It is very important to think of number as blocks. A block of 10, a block of 5. Making 10 developed like this, addition and subtraction. It is very important to remember making 10, but that is not the end goal. It is important to be able to use it to calculate. Making 10 learning was used for division. We have tests 3 times. About 90% of students answered correctly or with a few mistakes. This is a major accomplishment. But one student in each class could not remember. This is an issue for the future. I'm sorry. I'm nuts now. The next thing we worked on was multiplication table. First, we studied how the multiplication table works. Multiplication can be done by addition. The student becomes the teacher and dean. The reader asks the multiplication table question. How to run multiplication table individually, in pairs, in four, in group, and sometimes game. I could show. We have test 3 times. In April, there were 0 students who had memorized all the multiplication table. In December, more than 70% of the students could memorize. As of April, 70% of students had not memorized even half of the multiplication table. But in December, only 1 student in each class. This is a major accomplishment. Student questionnaire. 90% of students enjoy. 90% of the students felt that it was necessary to memorize the multiplication table. But 30 to 40% of students do not study at home. Teacher said that was their main concern. This has resulted in a decline in overall learning ability, not just in math. Outcome 1, understanding fraction. She was able to convert to improper fraction from mixed fraction. Outcome 2, student grows. Outcome 3, division can be done by multiplication. Next, I would like to talk about class innovation and improvement, creating lessons with concrete manipulative activities. 3 good points. Anyone can participate and enjoy learning. Second, learning is accompanied by experience and deep feeling. Third, learning together with friends can enhance communication skills. Next, I'd like to introduce you to the teacher's classes. Lesson 1, subtraction with time. Tiles make it very easy to understand. Next, lesson 2, brain study A. Let's make kayak. Next, brain study B. Let's make a shed. Compare length unit, centimeter, and inch. anyone can participate. It's a fun-brain study when everyone works together. Lesson 3, let's make angles using string. Lesson 4, shapes. Students used craft stick to make various shapes. Things to keep in mind: incorporating complete manipulative activities as a math subject is not about building things in itself. It is important to keep the systematic of the subject matter in mind and let the student learn the goals of the math grade with a deep sense and value. We believe that it should never end with just making something up and having fun. The next is mass meeting. Driving force is mass meeting. Discussions are very important. It started with a mass meeting. The biggest challenge right now is to develop basic academic skill. The practice of making 10 has begun in each class. Let's start supplementary lessons for students who have difficulty remembering making 10 and give some homework. Making 10 followed by multiplication table. Sixth grader should make time for 30 minutes of basic learning every Friday. Through these discussions, new initiatives are underway. At the mass meeting, we then had a class exchange. Achievement and issue of the math meeting. We have been discussing math regularly with 4th, 5th, and 6th grade teachers. A place where students can share a common understanding of practice skills are important for them to develop now. Sometimes some students were boring. A place to understand the student situation and confirm the need for class improvement. Thus, exchange of classes where teachers can review their own classes and find the good point and advance each other's skill. All of these activities will lead to improvement in the classes that each teacher conducts. Last, to enhance basic academic skill lesson by day. First, subtraction. Next, percentage lesson in life. Class proposal, percentage. First, presentation of the problem statement. Second, forecast. B is cheaper because it is 25% off. A is cheaper because it is $50. Third, sold by myself. Fourth, corrective solution. They are running overload running. The representative comes forward explanation, activities to explain their thought.
The denominator is always 100. So what you do is you put the 10 over here and the denominator as 100. $50 to
The last conclusion. Answer A and B. The price will be the same in both stores. After this, I would like to share with other grades and classes the importance of practicing multiplication table for 5 minutes every morning. Next, students will learn making 10 by the second grade and learn the multiplication table perfectly by the fourth grade. This is the goal for the entire school. I would also like to continue to work on improvement of basic academic skills and classroom innovation and improvement, and mass meeting. Thank you very much. Thanks to you, I'm living a full life in Palau. I end my presentation by wishing these students healthy growth.